the art of trading must, it's not a one-time thing. It's not a short-term goal. It's not a short-term race. It's a marathon. I call this my operating metaphor. Actually, I have some other parts of operating metaphor, but I love to share these three to everyone. When you're trading, I've read a lot. I just recently I finished this book, the new Market Wizard. It's a conversation with America's top traders, and I discovered that they are in this game for the long run. They are not in this game for the short run. So the happenings of the short term happenings does not really affect their long-term idea or their long-term goal. So everything they do is towards this long-term goal. So it's a marathon and it's not a sprint. You win, you lose, but in the long run, you must have the edge. The second part, which I love to state, is that patience is a virtue in the world of trading. I love the idea where Mr. Chisholm said, okay, I am not trading because I have some external factors that could affect my reasoning objectivity or my objective level in the market. So, good. Patience is key. You must learn to sometimes, even not trading and watching the market is is an act of trading itself. So, I had a good illustration which I would explain during the day, during our session now. I remember on Monday, I've been on short on gold. I closed the trade on Tuesday. I had to be patient. I was watching the price action, what will be the market reaction. For 2 days, it was indecision. And on Friday, we had a bit of spark down, a breakdown. But that doesn't mean I should enter the market because I was expecting a condition to emerge before I could take the trade. So it has not yet been met. So I don't need to take any trade in gold. I have to wait and look at that. So patience is a virtue in the world of trading. And the other part is the simplicity. That is the edge. Trust me. If you can explain your trading system in 5 minutes, then you can't tell me anything about the market. You can't be objective. You have no edge. So simplicity is key. This I would love to share with you. I have just 3 things to cheat: simplicity, patience, and compassion. Wow, these three are your greatest treasure. I love with this because I want you guys, because the psychological part is more important. When you are in the right frame about trading, then you'll be able to act properly. The second thing which I wanted to take notice of by Dr. Alexandra Ayada, I said the goal of a successful trader is to make the best trade. Money is secondary. Money is secondary. So to make the best trade, money is secondary. And the final one is, in this business, if you are good, you are right 6 times out of 10. You are never going to be right 9 times out of 10. Italy. So the truth about it is that you need to understand that you are not right always every time. You are not going to be right at every time. You just need 1 or 2 trades. Gives you a better edge and better reward. Okay, so you know me, you've also known me already. So and you could always join the community. You're always there. You're free to share across board to everyone. So let's dive into this week's review. I love the market. I'm so sure we all do. So let's quickly go into the market and have a bit of a review. Just give me 1 minute, please. Hi guys. I hope you can all see my screen. Please, if you can just, if you can see me, okay, good. Okay, so let's dive into the market and see what happened during the week. Last week was an interesting week, and sure for the crypto, for those in the crypto arena, it was very interesting. So, and for some of us in also the currency space too, it was actually very interesting too. We saw a lot of moves, and if you trade the trend, you would be able to relatively make some few money if you trade the trend. And last week we saw the dollar itself. The dollar was down for last week. We saw a lot of selling pressure in the dollar. Now, despite the fact that Donald Trump has stylishly conceded defeat, good news as regards the vaccine for COVID-19, test for COVID-19, we saw a lot of sell-off on the dollar itself. And the US index rose because the S&P and the Dow Jones, we saw an appreciation in the US index. Because of the news surrounding COVID-19 regarding the positive outcome from the test, vaccine development and the likes, the safe haven currencies or the safe haven assets like gold, the Japanese yen, fell in value. But interestingly, two things happened that were very interesting. Normally, there's always an inverse relationship between gold and the dollar, but both of them move in the same manner direction last week. So the correlation was direct last week. It wasn't inverse. Now, let's look at the dollar itself, the dollar index. Remember, I say something. First of all, you identify your trend. What is your trend? The first thing is to identify your trend. After you have identified your trend, identify key levels. When I mean key levels, resistance and support levels. So every system you use, whatever it is, must be able to achieve all of this. Then have a pattern around those key levels in the direction of the trend. Then gives you a setup. Then you apply your reward to risk, your risk management, your risk, money, and trade management. I did some trades some weeks back, 2 weeks ago, like I did explain last week. They were in losses, but at the end of the day, the loss was very significant. It's 0.5%. So it was really very insignificant. So first is the trend. We could see that the dollar index has been trading down over the long run. 1 minute, sorry. Okay, sorry, I'm not there. Okay, we could see that the dollar index has been trading down over the long run. And for a while, it has been trading at a support point level. Now, how do I know that? So let's identify. A downtrend is when you have a lower high and a higher and a lower low. So we've been seeing the dollar trend down. It went back up a bit, down a bit. So it was trading within this range, historical level, these levels. So what we expect is a movement in from the support, resistant, support, resistant. What happened over the week? Let's draw our key support and resistance level. This is support level. Why is it significant support level? Because it was tested 2, 3, 4 times. This is our immediate resistance level. I want you guys to get it. One, I've established in a downtrend. Now I'm trying to draw up my key levels. Now the dollar index is currently around a support zone of 92.07 and 91.73. So what we have had in the long run, okay, I can see Ubu raise his hand, but just give us some few minutes. So what we have had in the long run, in the long run, it was a downtrend, and for a while now, it has been trading within this range. Now, recently, which is last trading week, we saw the dollar index down to this critical support zone. Now, it's very critical. What it means is that the dollar as a currency is falling in value against some major currencies. Now, the major currencies are Euro, British pounds, US dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, US dollar. So let's look at the behavior of the dollar index. I remember there was a week I did a buy around dollar index. I noticed the rally could not continue, so instead I exited the trade. So let's take a look at, we've established that dollar index in a downtrend, and currently dollar index is at a critical support point level, waiting for a breakout in continuation of the downtrend. Now looking at the a pair like Euro US dollar, US dollar has shown that now the Euro, after the long major uptrend, forming an higher high, higher low, and higher high, higher low, was not trading within the range for a while. At this same low, forming a critical support, back to this resistance, intermediate resistance, but this is the major resistance zone. 1.2007 and 1.1962. Presently, price is back to this resistance zone. Note, the dollar index is at key support zone, waiting for a breakout. The Euro USD also approaching the key resistance zone, waiting for a breakout. Now, price in the Euro is at the critical resistance level. So what do we do? What do we expect? The trend is an uptrend. The long-term trend is an uptrend. The price has found support. This is a good, this will have been 1.1620 will have been a good buying level. But now that price is at the resistance, are we to buy? No. The rule states that buy at the support, sell at resistance. But you can only buy if resistance is broken and sell if support is broken. Can I somewhere okay, so you only buy if resistance is broken. Now price is around this resistance, so I don't always encourage anyone to buy at the resistance. Instead, I would prefer one wait for a resistance to be broken or to be breached. So you know you're buying when there's a breakout. Now, let's go to another one before I come down to um, my recommendation or what I'm looking at this week. For the pounds, same and the resistance. We've seen it also trending up, forming an higher high and higher low. It's been forming an higher high and a higher low for a while. We've been seeing it form an high, so it's an up. That's the definition of an uptrend. That's the definition of an uptrend. Or maybe you see if price form an higher high and a higher low. It's the definition of an uptrend. So it means that the pair has been trading in an upward direction. So every time price comes to test the support, you see the buyers accumulate strongly. Currently, it's rallying and is also approaching the resistance level. It's close to the resistance level of 1.3476. Last week, it had a breakout above this resistance zone, intermediate resistance zone that we drew, which is at 1.3266 and 1.3194. Note, I'll take you back to the dollar index. The dollar index shows that from the chart analysis on the dollar index, we are waiting for a breakout because last week the sellers were strongly in control of the dollar. We're strongly in control in the dollar, which means that dollar is expected to decline the more. And if the dollar is expected to decline the more, most of the major pairs, like the Euro USD around the key resistance point and the British pounds that has marginally broken through the intermediate resistance level, could likely rally, could likely see a bullish and upward movement in the coming week. Now, and that's that one. Let's take another pair like the Canadian dollar. I'm in this trade. I took this trade last week. It has been the long-term trend has been a downtrend. So this is obvious. You can see it. It's obvious. It's a downtrend. It has been a long-term downtrend, but for a while, for a short while, it has just been trading within the range, waiting for a breakout of this critical support zone. This is a critical support zone. And having understood that we have seen more selling pressure in the dollar, I was expecting for when to take a sell in this pair. And the moment I took some bites some few weeks trying to trade the correction, but I realized that at 50% Fibonacci level, which serves as my dynamic resistance point, the USD Canadian dollar is expected to resume a downtrend, a downward trend resumption. So I took a sell at the confirmation of this, expecting to exit my trade at 29.56. So that I'm waiting for. Then thereafter, sit tight, look at what the market will do, whether there's going to be a breakout of the critical support zone, or there's going to be a reversal. So these are the trades. So what am I looking at this week personally? What other trades am I looking at this week? What other setup am I looking at this week? In my radar for the week, I have two instrument, or three, because I've now added Bitcoin to it. The first one is gold. I know it's a downtrend. I've taken some good profits out of gold in the last trading week. So what am I expecting? I'm expecting a correction, a pullback. We call it a pullback. I'm expecting a pullback to somewhere around this zone, possibly one, or this zone, possibly two. Then I wait for a pattern to form. When I mean a pattern, a reversal pattern, a reversal candle, either an hammer or a doji, or a bearish engulfing pattern that will trigger a sell. If I see that at this level, I'll take my sell. If I see that at this level, I take my sell. So I want to be patient on gold, and I want to trade high probability trade setup. So I'm waiting for an high probability setup. So I want to see a pullback. Alternatively, what I would do is to place my Fibonacci. Sorry, you could see a lot of clusters of Fibonacci, so I would remove them. I try to understand this. Okay. So I have my cluster of Fibonacci here. I would see what the next trading days would be like. Remember, the next trading days in the coming week is also very critical. The first trading week of every month is very important because we have a lot of plateaurials or fundamental releases from the non-farm payroll, from the central bank decisions, from the speeches, interest rate issues, from different central banks who come up with a lot of policies or come up with a lot of releases and that the like. So we will have, this week is always a fundamental week, but technically we want to identify some patterns. So for me in the week, what I'm expecting is this. I'm expecting a correction, a pullback in gold to somewhere around there, then do my sell. I see that I take the trade. I don't see that I relax. I don't do anything. That's my system in a simple way. Then the other currency in my radar is the British pounds, Japanese yen. This was a very good trade for me. I took this trade also very good for the last 2 weeks. So it was very interesting. For those who followed my analysis some weeks back, I mentioned that I was looking for a buy entry, which we placed a buy, and I said there's going to be a rally towards the Fibonacci extension. And I remember during the week on the WhatsApp platform, I actually gave a trade alert that it's time to exit the trade. Why? What did I see? I saw a reduction in the momentum in the upward rally. So a weaker momentum. So at that point, I realized that it's time to be off the trade. Take the one you can take, come back later, wait for a setup. And it was a good decision though. This was basically it. So immediately I saw this, I noticed, okay, it's time for me to just be off this trade, wait for another entry. So what is the entry I'm waiting for? I'm going to wait, sit tight, look at what the price is going to do tomorrow on Wednesday. If it comes back to this, throw back to this point, and I see another pattern formation at this critical resistance, now support. So I see this, I take my buy. So I'm watching these two instruments, assets, gold and British pounds, Japanese yen. I can't do anything on the euro because the euro is already at resistance, so I allow it for a breakout. I can't do anything on the British pounds because it's closer to the resistance, marginally broken through the intermediate resistance. I could do. I'm watching on British pounds JPY, waiting for a pattern formation. Then I take my trade uptrend. While the third one, so for the crypto guys in house, for the Bitcoin guys in house. So this is what I'm waiting for. This is an interesting pattern. We saw the coin touch the 2017 high during the week, and expectedly we saw profit taking. This was just purely profit taking. It wasn't a decline in the coin. Whether there's a fundamental release as a result of that, no, it was just profit taking. Always understand psychology. There are some that are bought at this high, and they were looking for a good time to just exit and just take their money and take a little gain and off. And remember, there are some that are bought at this low, and this is sufficient for them. So always understand the psychology. This is a profit taking zone. So we saw the profit taking, and that was why we saw a massive decline, sell-off on Thursday. A massive sell-off on Thursday. So what am I expecting now for this? I may likely do a buy trade in the coin in the coming week, but I want to wait for something that will be very, very interesting. You know, I'm a Fibonacci guy, so I will draw my Fibonacci, connect to the new upward rally uptrend. So let me close out. Let me remove this. Okay, good. So this uptrend. I love when price touches 61.8 and 50 or 50. Then I see a continuation pattern at that point, and I love to take that trade. So we saw a bit of indication on Friday. I won't see that as more reliable. I tested the 20 EMA. Yeah, 20 EMA. So we found support at that point, but I will still not take that. So I still want to see the coin. Can I still see the coin come down to somewhere around 50 and 61.8? If I see that and I see a pattern, I will likely follow through with the crypto guys in house. So for this, these are my three pairs instruments on my watch list for the week. What I would do now is I would open the floor up for everyone to ask questions, and if you want us to look at one or two pairs, we still have some few minutes, we can together look at it, and so we have a good trading week. Okay, so I think I've done with a bit of mine today. I have Obu that has raised up his hand for a while, so let me unmute him. And okay, please, Obu, the floor is open for you. Go ahead. Okay. Do you have any question? Okay.
Okay, I have a question.
Go ahead. When are we speaking? Okay, Kennedy.
All right, so it's Kennedy. So thank you very much for the market analysis and market outlook. So it's not really a question, it's just an update on Bitcoin. Right now, the price has rallied back to $18,000. $18,000 as at this moment.
Okay.
So I would just like to ask: are we still? Is it good to enter it now, or we should wait for more downward price movement?
If it's at 18,000, which is it's above 78.4 Fibonacci, I think for me it's always best. Let it just let it retrace. Let it still pull back pull back a bit before you could take a buy. When it pulls back a bit, you are well assured that you are entering at a very good price. That is much closer. I hope you can hear me. Hello?
Yes, I can.
Now, it's more closer to
Yes, I can.
It's more, 18,000 is much closer to 19,500. So, and you know, you can rally. That is just easy. Within a few minutes, you can rally to that point. See, it's never too late. When you take a trade and you know that it's an high probability trade, even if it breaks 19,000, you know that it's an high probability trade because it breaks the resistance. But you don't sell when it's close to resistance. I hope you can get me.
Okay.
Don't sell when it is close to resistance. Don't mind it if don't have this thing of you're missing out of the trend. Now, the moment you feel like you're missing out of the trend, you would likely make a mistake of buying at the top. Now, there's nothing like a top, and there's nothing like a bottom in the market. Now, what we call a top could be a bottom for some other people or some other market players. So when it breaks the resistance, you can re-enter your buy. It's never today. You may be like, okay, I could have entered at 18,000. And now it's above 19,500. Can I do? When it closes above 19,500, you are well assured that it's a bullish, that the bullish momentum is there. But because it is closed, for me, I'd rather wait. I love to look at the weekly time frame. I'd rather wait for it to trend back down to 61.8 or 50%, which is about 15,790 something or 16,000 thereabout, or 15,000 plus, 14,700 or so.
Okay.
It gets down there, I take a buy. If it doesn't get down there, I leave it. I find something else that gives me my high probability, because that's my setup. But don't always buy at the resistance or close to resistance. It's very risky. It could be a trap. Okay, so any other question? Okay, since we have no other question, or is there anyone who wants to share? Okay, I have Bobby. Okay, Davis, Bobby. Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, Bobby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Good evening.
It's nice meeting you. Yeah.
My pleasure.
Last speaker is the last guy that asked you question is my leader and tutor. Virtually, I'm following him. I saw this Zoom link from his own page, WhatsApp. My question now is virtually the way I came in late into this Zoom meeting. My own question is virtually from the way I met the concluding parts. I appreciated the analysis you did. That was a fine one. But another thing again is you being one that has been in the trade for long. Do you have a particular channel about your analysis? You place it there so that people can really get, some of us like us, sometimes we don't have access to this Zoom link. You can just like go to your channel and look at it, what the analysis is giving so that we can tap from the analysis and learn from it.
I will share with you guys the WhatsApp group link so that you guys can join through.
Okay.
So that you can actually follow the analysis once in a while, or you can also go to my YouTube page, Trendonomics NG. Trendonomics NG.
Trendonomics.
Trendonomics.
Okay, maybe you can.
Trendonomics.
Okay. Let me take my pen and note it down, please. Sorry.
Trendonomics NG on your YouTube.
Or you can just put it on the chat page for us.
Okay, sure.
Just type it on like a chat, yes, to everyone. So just note it down.
You can just join through and on that. So For that, you can get it. That's easy to do.
Yeah.
So, but again, you can also always WhatsApp me. WhatsApp my line. Send me a WhatsApp message on 0909
You can just
2133294.
put all of them on
So
the chat page, please.
that's on the
Yeah.
chat page. So just send that to me. I'll send it to
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Let me just. Yeah.
Okay. So any other question?
Yes.
Okay. Is that all? Okay. Any other question? Any other market thoughts? Question from anyone? Okay. Okay, so if that is all, okay. Okay,
Hello,
I think.
hello, sir.
Okay, I'm with you.
Hello, sir.
I'm with
Yes,
you.
sir. My name is Gideon.
Okay.
Yes. All thanks to
I have
my
question.
coach, Ken
Hello.
Indolawa.
No problem.
Hello.
Just hold on, Gideon. Hold on, Gideon. I will.
Okay.
Okay. BJ, continue.
Hello. Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Go, continue, please. Okay. Who is? Okay. I have Gideon who wants to. Okay, Gideon, please. After Obu, you would ask your question, please. Okay. Oh, continue, please. Obu, continue. Hello.
Okay,
Hello?
I think Obu is asking for the YouTube channel, YouTube link.
Okay. I will get that too. Okay, any other question? Just raise up, just raise your hand so that I would just signify by raising your hand so I will be able to call you, okay? Okay, Obu. Okay, immediately after this presentation, I would share with you guys the link, the WhatsApp link, and the YouTube link. I hope you guys are able to catch a little. And you know, I try to make sure my trading system is very simple. I don't like complexity. I've been in the market for years, so I understand the fact that when you have too many things, indicators, too many approaches, it becomes analysis paralysis. You fall into that space of become paralyzed because you have too many things to analyze. But when you take it simple, it becomes very easy. Like I said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's not a short-term run. It's not a 100-meter run. It's a marathon. So you have to take, and when you are trying to run a marathon, you know that there will be times you go to slopes, valleys. You have to run it. So sometimes you fall, sometimes you rise, but you take it like that over the long run. All you need to do is to get to the end line. So I appreciate you guys. I will share with you guys the YouTube link so that you can join in the YouTube page. You can also private chat me. I've sent in my mobile number, so I could also send you any other link. And if you have any question, you can be required to ask me. So happy trading with you guys. I wish you guys so. In light of no other question, we'll see during the week. We have a chat during the week.
All right, bye. Bye.
So I'm posting the YouTube link for you guys for the WhatsApp link for anyone who wants to join. 1 minute. It's not coming up.
Thank you so much, sir. We really appreciate it, sir.
You're welcome. So.
So.
So bye all.
Thank you very much. We appreciate.
Thank you.
May
Bye.
God bless you for the good work you're doing.